Hey guys, we're here at Deception Pass State Park. We've got here, yesterday or a couple days ago now, and been doing some hiking. I'll have those pictures a little later, going up to what they call Goose Rock, which apparently, talking to the ranger, is the highest point on Whidbey Island, and so we'll see some views from up there. Well, the weather wasn't great for really good views, but anyway, we're here. There's two campgrounds. One's the Cranberry Lake Campground. The other is the Quarry Pond Campground. We're in the Quarry Pond Campground because a lot of the sites were a little bit bigger here, and just about all of them are power and water, so it's really nice. The one thing I will say about it is the sites seem to be, it's kind of on the side of a hill, and a lot of the sites are not quite level. There's a few sites that are level, but a lot of them are not real level, and you can see it in the description in the website that they say that 10 feet of this driveway is level. The rest of the 20 or 30 feet is kind of at a slant, and so. But I was able to get mine level. I had to use a couple blocks on one side under the tires to give it a boost, but other than that, it leveled up just fine. So anyway, I'll show you our site. We're on site number 349, and there's a bunch of cabins on our loop here. I did notice down as you enter and start to drive into the park and into the campground area, the sites start at like 301 and go up to 361, I think, over here. The first 5 or 6, 301 through 305 or 6, they're kind of down close to a wet area. And in fact, one site, 306, the picnic table and the fire pit were sitting there in standing water. So I'm not sure if that water goes away after a while or what, but several of them down there were kind of, you could tell they were muddy because the driveways were a little muddy. So anyway, but you're in a forested area, although this is not as forested as the Cranberry Lake one. This one's got more sunshine, I think, than the other one. But you don't really have beach access like the Cranberry Lake side. But anyway, I'll show you the site here and some of the other sites here also. Yeah, here's the road coming down our loop here, and as you can see over there, there's a cabin, and then here's our site number 349. Fairly long site, and you can see the power and the water back there. 50, 30, and 20 amps service back there. But you can see the truck sitting kind of at an angle too. So yeah, it took a little bit to level it, but this is a nice site. One thing about it, this campground wasn't very full. I mean, it's April 27th or 28th today, but it wasn't very full at all. Especially Monday when we first got here, we've seen a couple more come in, but yeah, this campground's pretty empty. Anyway, our site, you can see this pretty nice. As far as room goes, we've got the dog kennel set up in the back there, and there's a big grassy area right behind us down to the other part of the loop here. But yeah, picnic table and fire pit. Fires are allowed. Yeah, you can see this nice grassy area that we had here. We got a low-hanging tree here. But yeah, this is the area behind our campsite. Not another campsite, but just this big green belt right through here. And let's swing it up here. There's site 350 next to us. And as you can kind of see through the brush, there are several cabins on this loop also. And site number, I'm not sure what the number is. It's a pull-through site down there, though. A pretty nice little pull through there. One thing I'll say about this site and this loop here is the restrooms are fairly close, and they are flush toilets, and showers are free. There's no coin boxes up there. All there is a button on the wall. So yeah, pretty well free. Okay, we'll take a little walk, and I'll show you some of the other sites, and I'll show you the Quarry Pond. Yeah, there's a site 347. This is the main. This right here is the main road, the main part of the loop through the campground, and then it turns off. Our loop goes around down that way, and then just comes out right there by that corner there. And then so it's kind of a big one-way going all the way around. But there's site 347, and you can see the Quarry Pond through the. Yeah, okay, there's the Quarry Pond. And I had a car come by. Yeah, there's Quarry Pond. It's kind of a murky looking thing. I don't think I'd want to swim or anything in it. Here's number 346, another one that's right on the pond. You can see the driveway's really not too level. It's sloping towards the main road here. Picnic table is kind of down there a little bit. Not much room to do stuff in that one. Yeah, here's another one here. That's just 345, kind of typical. A little shorter one, but again, not very level. It's basically sloping right towards the road again. Level side to side, but not front to back. Now here's one. I'm not going to do a whole lot of them, but here's one 343. And right behind it, through those bushes, is the ranger district office for the area here. So they got a bunch of maps and other stuff there that if you need stuff. But this one's fairly level all the way through here. A little slope to it, but not bad. And you got a fairly nice, decent sized campsite. So that's a nice one. Here's some on the back of the loop here. That trail there, that's the one that goes to the Goose Rock. It's just a short little trail over to the Goose Rock trails. And that I'll show you later. And here's one, 342. This is kind of typical of these on this back side of the loop here. Definitely sloping down away. In fact, there's nothing level about that whole driveway. Except maybe side to side, but otherwise it's all sloped way down. Got a tent pad in the back, and otherwise picnic table, fireplace. So that's kind of typical of the ones along this back way. So anyway, gives you an idea what you can expect here. Okay, we're hiking the Goose Rock trails here at Deception Pass. Got Buffy with me. And kind of going through here, we're going to hike up to the top of Goose Rock, which I have been told is the highest point on Whidbey Island. So let's head up there and see what we can find. Okay, we're at the top of Goose Rock. And looks like one of the jets from Naval Air Station Whidbey there coming in. There's the station there. Fortunately, today is cloudy, so I haven't, as you can see, can't see a whole lot. Got Coronet Bay right down there, and got a little wind, so sorry about the wind noise. Looking this way, we can see towards the San Juan Islands, and as you can see, it's cloudy, and I think Canada's up that way in the fog somewhere. But anyway, not the greatest day to come up here, but nice hike anyway. Okay, we're doing another hike today. We're going to go head up to Goose Rock again. but I'm going to take a different trail this time. Go down through one of the forest trails and then go up and then come back on, I think they said the Discovery Trail. So we'll be doing a couple different trails this time. So come along, we'll see what, hopefully, yeah, and it's a clear, beautiful day today. We've got blue skies, so hopefully it'll be better than my last hike that got up there and it was so cloudy you couldn't see anything. So anyway, we'll be heading down the trail here. Yeah, I just want to show you some of the signs I got here. I got these at the trail intersection so you can get an idea where to go. So yesterday I went down that trail to go up the Goose thing. So actually we got to go head down that one because I'll be coming back on this one, the Discovery Trail, but I got to catch up with a different one down there. So let's go. Okay, we come to the other intersection here, and last time I went to the top one, the Summit via Southeast Summit Trail. That took me to the top of Goose Rock. And today I am heading up the Lower Forest Trail. So that's, and then from there I'll cut up to the Goose Rock. The trail takes off from that lower forest, so doing a little different today. Yeah, I just came to this big tree here that fell across the trail. Wow. Cut some steps into it so you can get your picture taken, I guess. Here's the stump. Let's see if I can get in there without... pretty big. Like it's almost 4 foot in diameter. Anyway, there's a trail going up that way, so we'll be heading out. Here's another typical sign here. So I've reached a junction here, and I'm going to head up to the Goose Rock Summit Trail. So we're going to go up to the summit again, and the bridge is the Deception Pass Bridge. And then when I come back down, I'm going to go back down the Southwest Summit Trail and then hit the junction with the Discovery Trail. I'll take a picture of the map later, and so you can kind of follow along more. But yeah, they got this place well mapped, or well marked, and you could pick up one of the maps and you can find yourself pretty easy. Well, I got a beautiful day here today, but as you can tell, although we can see a lot more of the San Juan Islands out there, the little one right in front there, which is right there, that's Deception Island. And off somewhere out there is Canada. But yeah, you can still see there's enough haze. You can just barely see. I can see them. I don't know if you'll see it in here as the Olympics, but they're just kind of popping through that haze. A little disappointed. I was hoping for more clear weather. But let's see, keep turning here. And yeah, I can just barely see some Cascade Mountains kind of through that area there. I can start to see some snow-capped mountains over there, but yeah, not as clear as I'd hoped. And we come down off the Goose Rock summit and made it down here. Came all the way down. We're on the Discovery Trail. And that's what it kind of looks like there. Lots of ferns, and I think the Discovery Trail is basically going through the old growth forest here. I mean, look at the size of this tree. Holy cow, it goes way up there. Yeah, really something. Anyway, we're heading back that way and towards the park, back to the campground. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and hit the subscribe button so you can follow along on our journey.